Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the BLF D80 flashlight. I am rushing this video out to you because GearBest is almost out of stock, and they asked me, hey, can you get this out to your viewers because they're not going to have a chance to get it. And they also gave me a coupon code where you could get it for the amazing price of $20.59 with free shipping. With free shipping from GearBest. This is an amazing flashlight. I did quite a bit of research on it because GearBest doesn't list the lumens, and I came across a lot of information about this flashlight, and it seems to be extremely popular. Now, I've been messing around with it today, and I gotta say, this thing is an amazing thrower for an amazing price. Now, if you want that $20.59 deal with free shipping, you have to use the coupon code that I'm providing right here and also in the description box. The coupon code is BLF D80CM. So if you want to get it for that price, now it is only for 2 of the 3 versions. It's for the 1A and 3C versions because there is another one that I think is a 5A that's not. So the coupon code is probably only going to work for the 2 that I provided the links in the description box below for. So let's go ahead and take a close look. Now, I mentioned that you can get either the 1A or the 3C version. That is the color of the light. The 1A is a cooler kind of light or a whiter light, whereas the 3C is a more neutral or warmer light. This is everything you get. You get the flashlight. You do not get the 18650 battery that this uses. You also get a pretty interesting lanyard that you can attach to the tail cap here, and here's the box that it came in, and it's Lucky Sun, so I guess this is manufactured by Lucky Sun in China. Let's take a look at the flashlight. From the top down, you get a steel bezel, and it is a crown bezel, which is the kind that I like because when you sit it down, the light will leak out here. You can tell if you left it on. If you were to sit it down while it's lit, you could also use it as a defensive weapon, and you could hit somebody with that steel bezel because the rest of this is an aluminum alloy or aircraft aluminum or aluminum alloy kind of body. You can see there's a lot of heat fins here. You need these heat fins, trust me. This is putting out 1100 lumens, and it is going to produce some heat, so that helps dissipate the heat. You have some nice texture here. You have a nice tail cap with some knurling here to help you unscrew the tail cap, and you have a clicky switch on the back. It is a reverse clicky, which means it doesn't turn on until after it clicks, which means no momentary. You do have a U cut out here to make it easy for your thumb to get in there and press it, and the reason why they do that is so they could recess this rubber button so you can tail stand it. Now it is well, actually it's tail standing rather well, so pretty nice. In here you can see you have a nice glass, not plastic lens, and I don't know if you could tell, but it does have a anti-reflective coating. You have a huge reflector that should amount to it being a very good thrower. And then you can see the emitter, the LED emitter inside. That is a Cree XM L2 emitter capable of 1100 lumens. Let's go ahead and disassemble this. The way that you would put the battery in is you just unscrew the tail cap. You can see there is a O-ring right here. Nice threads, pretty smooth. Let's take a look here. One thing I noticed is very good construction. I'm kind of impressed, especially when you get down to this part. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the barrel off here. Check that out. Nice copper. So you should have almost no loss. And you have another O-ring right here. This is IPX7 waterproof, which really means it's not meant to be submerged underwater for any long period of time. It can handle splashing and everything. If you do drop it in the water, you shouldn't be dropping it anything more than 3 feet and no longer than 30 minutes. Now, batteries. The older version of this had some issues putting the longer protected batteries. I have 3 batteries here that we could test this with, and you could see, let me see if I could stand this up, or even these out. This one is longer, this Trust Fire, because it has some protection circuitry in it. And we'll see if that works inside the flashlight. I also have a flat top version to see if that works, and then I have a normal size unprotected button top, and we could see if all of these work. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the most standard height for in the flashlight world, which are the button top. And we'll go ahead and screw that on, and you can see that works. We'll go ahead and pop this out and try a flat top. Lots of times these flashlights do not work with a flat top, but luckily the copper contact that you saw in there is a little bit raised, so that tells me that it should work with a flat top. So we'll go ahead and pop that in here and give it a shot, and it works. Yep, we have 5 modes of operation here by just tapping through it, and we'll go ahead and go through all the different modes really quick. And the last one is the protected, and that's where this flashlight does have some issues sometimes. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get this in here. Alright, and it's already starting to get tight and it's not coming on. I'm going to continue. I can feel the spring maybe buckling a little bit. Let's see if we can get this up. Alright, so it felt like that spring in here might have doubled up or buckled up a little bit, but it is working. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And, you know, it could use a little bit of grease here. So there's a little bit of criticism. I could put a little bit of finger grease on there. Alright, which one should we use? I'm going to go ahead and go with the flat top Samsung in here. I'll pop this one in here, and we'll look at the light, and we'll go through the modes. So let's take a look at what this is doing. I'm going to go ahead and put it down here so we can see how that light is spreading. Let's take a look straight down. You have a nice defined spot, and you have a nice flood. It spreads out pretty good. You have no weird strange artifacts or anything like that. I mean, there is a little dot there in the middle of the spot. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I bring it down, I don't know. You may not be able to see it. A little dark, little tiny dark spot. Shouldn't be an issue. So, not perfect, but pretty good. Let's go ahead and run down the 5 modes of brightness this flashlight has. First is the turbo. What you're looking at here is 1100 lumens. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. It's kind of hard to run through the modes quickly, because if you don't do it within 3 seconds, you don't tap it to run down, it's going to just remember what the last one that you had when you turn it off and turn it back on, if you know what I mean. Alright, so that's high right there, and that's 575 lumens. That is medium, and that's 220 lumens. Now we have low, and that's 140 lumens. And that's the dimmest mode. You could almost call this a moonlight or firefly, but I think it's too bright to be considered that. But that is 10 lumens. And you can see right there the dot in the middle of the spot that I was referencing earlier. It's a little bit easier to see at the lowest setting. Now again, I had to run through this in a weird kind of way to show you all of those because the memory. But when you're using the light and you want to just cycle through, you would just, you know, turn it on and then sort of tap the tail till you got to the amount of lumens that you wanted. Just tap, 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 get it to where you want it, and go. And again, remembers the last one that you had it on. If you turn it off, turn it back on. See? And I must say, this is getting quite warm. So it puts out some power. When you have it in turbo, yeah, she is pumping out the light. I mean, I could actually feel the light on my hand. Well, we're outside on my deck, and we're looking toward a fence that's about 20 to 25 yards away, and I'm going to go ahead and just blast this flashlight in turbo mode straight down range. Wow. So again, that corner is about 25 yards of the fence right there. Right here, it's getting closer as we go in, and you could just see, look at that. Whoops. It's like a laser beam. It really is amazing, and this is easily going over 100 yards way back there. It's kind of hard. I have a lot of trees here, but you could see how it's like a laser, like a lightsaber, how bright that is. Let's go ahead and just take a peek down here, and you can see how that flood just spreads out. Nice spot. Give you a little reference there. The fence really is an amazing light, and you can see that the little dot, that dark spot in the spot, is not an issue at all in real life here. You know, when you're close up against something, like I was just showing you earlier, but when you're using the flashlight normal use, you can't see that spot at all. It's not a problem. Alright, so there's that corner, 25 yards. It's just super bright. Let's go ahead and let's go up in the trees here just a little bit. You can see the trees. I'm probably summoning the UFOs to come out and visit. Maybe ET will give us a visit. Look at that. You're looking at trees that are, wow, pretty high there. You can see how high. Amazing. Another thing I want to show you is that this could tail stand. So I'm going to go ahead and put this at its brightest setting and put this up just like that. So it's lighting up the ceiling. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. Turn out my light. And you can see how bright it is in here. It is like crazy bright. It's just insanely bright. And watch, I'm going to turn the light off. You can see, well, you can't see. It's too dark. Turn it on. Just set it down. Set it down in front of me so you can see my face. And it's just lighting up the whole room. It really is amazing. So I'm going to finish it up just like this. So if you are interested in the BLF D80 from GearBest for the amazing low price, if you use that coupon code that I told you earlier in the video, but I cheated, I gave it to you in the description box below, you could get it for $20.59 with free shipping at GearBest. Alright, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.